What's up everybody? Welcome to the Serial Hobbyist channel. My name is Jordan. If this is your first time joining me, thanks so much for being here. If you're one of my subscribers, welcome back as usual. We're going to be reviewing another backgammon board today, but you'll notice that there is not a backgammon board on the table, and that's because it is here in my pocket. Yes, this is truly the smallest backgammon set that I own, and probably the closest definition to a true pocket-sized backgammon board that you can get. This is from the company Walnut Studios. They sent this over to me for review. Upfront and honest with you guys, this was provided to me, although I'm not getting any further compensation, and they have no say over the content of this video that I'm gonna make. And I'm gonna give you my honest thoughts on playing on this little baby backgammon board, tell you about the different specs and features. It's got a lot of really cool things about it that I like, and at the end of the video, let you know whether or not I think it's worth picking up for yourself. Now, before we dive into the review, if you're not already, I would love to have you as a subscriber of the channel, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any videos coming out. And if you like what you see, like the video and leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on this board or other boards you want to see reviewed in the future, so that one, it helps the algorithm, and two, I can help keep bringing you content that you like to see. But enough about that, let's talk about this Walnut Studios travel backgammon set. If you are one of my subscribers, or perhaps this is your first video, you probably saw it either on one of the Backgammon Facebook groups or on the Backgammon subreddit. I've been sharing my videos there. One, to help other people make choices on which backgammon sets they want to buy, whether it's your first or your 10th like me, or to help brands who want to get the word out about their product. I want to keep having content to share with you guys, and I think there's a lot of backgammon manufacturers and one-off creators that are making really cool things out there, and hopefully this channel is a way that people can bring their products in front of the masses. And so that's what happened with this guy. So the creators of this brand, Walnut, reached out to me. They asked if I wanted to take a look at this board. I think it's a relatively new product in their lineup, and they sent it out to me along with a few of the optional upgrades that you can get for this kit. Now, we're gonna start as always with the exterior before we zoom in and get a close-up view of how it plays and all the pieces. This does not have checkers. This plays with pins, which is one of the more unique things about it, and which is what makes it so small. You actually use little nails to play the game instead of checkers, which, if you are like a backgammon aficionado like me, feels wrong at first, but this thing could go with you to a lot of places that pretty much any other backgammon board can't, which is what I like about it. So let's start with the exterior. I've got, first of all, actually before even that, we'll start with what came in the packaging. So when I did the unboxing, there's a ton of goodies inside. First of all, this is a small company. We've got a handwritten note in here, and this is on a paper that they've designed, and you could tell that they didn't just handwrite this for me because I was doing a review, but this is what they send to all their customers. And this little sheet has info on how to care for the leather on this guy, info about their studio. They have like a little profile on the artists in the company that makes it. It's a team of people. Let's see. I'm going to read you just a snippet from this. So it's Joffrey Franklin. He's an architect, and he lives in Oregon, and him and his wife made this company to share their leather products, and they've done cribbage. I think that's one of the games they've had on their site for a while from what I've seen, and now they're venturing into backgammon. And in addition to game stuff, I think they make bike handlebar wraps, handles for your cabinets, lots of really cool leather products. And I love a good leather anything, like my Chrysaloid board with the leather cups. Oof, I'm a big sucker for that. So cool attention to detail. You can tell this company cares. The packaging was really, really great. And in addition to that, they sent me a little spec sheet to talk about what makes up this backgammon board. So I'm going to mention the leather is American vegetable tan leather. It's a honey color. I really, really like the color. You'll see it up close a little more when I zoom the camera in. The wood around the frame is a Pacific Northwest hardwood. Okay, so this is probably coming from local to the makers there in Oregon. And then you could choose a variety of different nails or pegs to play with the game, and then different dice options also. Now, this has really strong magnetic closure, so it's actually quite hard to open, even when you're intentionally trying to do it. So there's no way when you're traveling that this is gonna pop open and you're gonna spill your components. I mean, it is really, really stuck together, and the fit and finish is really nice. This is a handmade product, so everyone's gonna be slightly unique. You're gonna see the marks of this being made not by a factory, but by a real human being, and I like that. I like that. And one of the really unique aspects of it, actually, we'll wait till we zoom in the camera, but they even put some numbering, some indices on here to help new players know the direction of play and where each player should set up their pegs and everything. It's really, really cool. So enough about that. Let's zoom the camera in and we'll get an up close look at the board itself and all the different pieces that come with it. So here's your up close look at the board. You can see that honey vegetable tan leather that looks really nice, and you can see all of the peg holes right here. That's one thing that's very important to play. How many checkers or pegs can you put in each point? And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pegs per spot. I can't count many times that I've had more than 10 checkers on a single point in backgammon, so I think that that's plenty. I mentioned that around the board we do have these indices. So you can see we've got just backgammon, the name backgammon listed here, and the Walnut Studios logo on this side. And then we've got 2A, 5B, 5A, 2B, 3A, 3B, 5B, 5A. So that's how many pegs. If you've never played backgammon before, it makes it really easy to know how to set up your checkers or your pegs on the points when you're starting a game. Now, let's crack this open. Oh, again, those magnets are really strong. You can see the little compartment here inside. They include a little score sheet, so you can keep track of the matches, who's winning, date you played, which players, what their points were, and then they've even got a little bit of instructions right here, okay? Now, the nails, the pegs, come in these two little, almost like Altoid tins looking things right here. Okay, we can slide those open in just a moment. And then these are the resin dice. I believe, let me double check my paper here. These are an upgrade. Normally you're getting plain nails and wooden dice, which I've got in this little bag. We'll look at those in a moment. But if you want to upgrade the resin dice, they look beautiful. I love the colors. And again, high quality, square sides, not rounded. I think for a travel set, maybe a little bit smaller dice with some rounded corners probably would roll better in a small space. But the dice themselves are quite beautiful. And then the most teensy weensy baby doubling cube you've ever seen in your life. But even though it's a travel set, they include the doubling cube. It's legible, easy to read. I like the font on it. It's just very, very small. Don't lose that little guy. I can't even fit it in frame. There it is. Okay, we got a little doubling cube next to the dice. It's not often you have the dice bigger than the doubling cube, but that's the case here, okay? Now, once you've got this open, you can kind of fold it back a little to make sure that it stays open, okay? Let's crack open our dice tin, or our peg tins, and take a look at the nails. Now, these are the upgraded pegs. These again are like an additional cost over the base set. This is kind of hard to get in frame right here. This is so small. There you can see these. So these are nice over the nails because, let's see here. There you go. They have almost like a little handle. They've got like a contoured shape. They're not just like a nail head, which is really nice. And we've got this beautiful brass or copper or gold. I'm not sure exactly which one we're gonna call this right here. Okay, let me get those right there. And then this side, we've got the black, which also look really good. So the colors I think that they chose are really great. And let's get a little game set up here. So we're gonna make we'll call these brass. I'm not sure what we're gonna call these. We're gonna put those in A. So we're gonna put our 2 pegs here for A. All right, and then we're gonna have our 5 over here for A. And my hands are probably gonna obstruct a fair bit of this initially, just because we're working in real tight quarters here. Boop, boop. And there's our 5th for A. And so, I mean, obviously, as you're watching me do this, not as quick to set up as checkers, right? But we've gotta forego some things if we want the ultimate in portability, right? All right, so we'll set up our 3 here, and then lastly, our 5 right here. And again, if you've never played backgammon before, or you're playing with someone who's new, and you don't want to set their checkers or pegs up for them, they can just follow the little guide on the board, and it's easy. It also has arrows around the edges for the direction of play, which is really great to see. And we do have 1 extra peg, okay? So if you do have 1 that you can lose, you have a spare, which is nice to see. These are small, so that's probably handy to have. We'll put our black in as well. Make sure I'm keeping this in frame there. There we go. Okay. And if I had an extra person, you know, if I was playing someone else, this would be a quicker process. Worth noting that in addition to the holes on the pegs, on the points themselves, we've also got 3 points on each side for the bar. Put our 3 here. Boom. And then lastly, our 5 on the other side. So we'll do a couple rolls, play with this board for a second. Now, I've done a couple games with the wifey. We went out to park with our daughter. While she played, we played with these. It was really fun. I mean, we don't always get to take backgammon when we go out in public with her, and so it was nice to be able to have a little board that we could do so on. Again, there's our spare for the black, and we'll put that in the black tin. Okay, so there's your setup. Got our dice right here. We'll use these dice for the gold player. We're gonna say that they're going first. Rolled a 2 and a 4, so we're just gonna make our standard opening move here. Pretty easy once you're set up. 1 and 3, so that's great. Gonna move that for our black there. As always, strategy gurus in the comments, let me know what to do. Ooh, double 4s. Now black's already made their 5 points, so we'll probably come down to here and then maybe make the 2. I don't know if that's burying our checkers or our pegs too early. And then we'll get one more roll for the black here. Ooh, 6, 5. We'll probably run with that, yeah. 6 and 5. And again, plenty of holes here that we can stack our pegs on the 12 point there. There we go. Keep that in frame. So we've talked about the dice, we've talked about the pegs, we've talked about the play surface. No worries about this like folding up or crease. Like it's not trying to close back up while it's open. The leather's very pliable, which is nice. So let's set this off to the side and look at some of the upgraded components, or the additional components, I should say. Those are the upgrades. So these are more of the standard things that you can get with your set. So we've got some wood dice here. These are nice. I actually think this size and the rounded edges is better than the resin. The resin looks cooler and I like the colors, but I think this is probably a more appropriate size and profile for dice for a travel set, just because these are gonna roll a lot better in a tight space, okay? So walnut, if you want suggestions, I would get resin dice that match this size and profile, okay? But these are good, these are fine. I mean, I'm not too picky about dice on a travel set. This is obviously not, you're not playing a tournament with this guy, so I would be happy to have the wood dice. And then we've got the other pegs right here, so, or the nails. I keep interchanging those. So pegs are the upgraded, that's what you saw on the board before, and these are the nails. So these are kind of what come on the base set. And I mean, they're exactly what they say they are. So we've got a little copper, brass, gold, whatever it is, nail. We're gonna get our one extra, of course, in here. And then we've also got those in our, black as well, really dark gray, black right there. And those all fit in here. You get one extra per each. So different options. Let me kind of read you the options when you can buy this. So the base price for this guy, keeping in mind, this is a handmade product, right? 86 bucks. You're gonna get the nails and you're gonna get the wood dice. For $5 more, you can switch to the resin dice, okay? There we go, the resin dice. And then for 33 more, you can get the pegs, which we see here, plus the wood dice. And for 38 more, you can get the full set you've got right here, the pegs and the resin dice. So there's no denying that this price, I mean, it's pretty high for a backgammon set that measures, let's whip out the tape measure. Whoa, let's send that flying across the room. That measures, let's see here, 7 3/4, a little under 7 3/4 in length, and 2 and a little over 2 1/4 in depth. So it's a tiny set, okay? So I've reviewed tournament size sets that pretty much cost the same as this, but you're getting a handmade product, you're getting real leather, you're getting hardwoods, you're getting beautiful pegs and dice, and you're getting the ability to play backgammon physically, not on a screen or a device, pretty much anywhere. So you have to decide if you're as addicted to backgammon as me, that you want to be able to play it on the go as often as possible. All in all though, I think the quality, the fit and finish, the pieces themselves look beautiful, and this would definitely be something that I would be proud to whip out and show people and play a game of backgammon on. So there you go, that's the Walnut Studio travel backgammon board. I want to call it the pocket backgammon board because I've had travel boards before, but even my smallest travel board is like that big by that big around, like a roll-up one. This thing really could go in any pocket on your standard American jeans, and you could take this anywhere. I envision this on the boat at the lake. I envision this in your backpack while you're hiking. If you're doing some backpacking or camping and you don't want to haul along a big board, you could take this on a day trip. You could put this in your pocket on a flight and play it on the in-flight tray. Seriously, this thing could go anywhere. So you're trading off playing with checkers, which is like hard to give up as a backgammon player. But I think the fact that you can keep playing backgammon physically and not on your device pretty much anywhere is awesome. So I'm definitely going to be using this. I'm going to be keeping it in my backpack that I take to work every day, so I can whip this out and play a game or two with my coworkers whenever I want to. The quality is fantastic. I think the price is pretty on par with what you're going to pay for a handmade product, and they are running a discount, so I think it's like a temporary thing, I think through October, so you can get like 20% off. I'll put the details down in the description. If you want to go pick one of these up, now would probably be the time to do it because they're running a sale on it. So thank you so much for watching. If there's more boards that you want to see or a specific manufacturer, let me know down in the comments. I'm slowly adding to my collection, and I would love to bring content that you would like to see. And if there's something in these videos that you want to see talked about, please let me know. I'm open to your feedback. This is a passion project. I love backgammon boards. I love making these videos for you, and I hope you find them helpful. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.